Hello and welcome to another video, and here I'm going to talk about the Crucible playlist Combined Arms. It's just a fun little video. I'm just showing off this playlist because nobody plays it. I say nobody. Yeah, people do play it. It takes about a minute or two to find a match. One time it took 5, then again another took 5 minutes, and another took 5 seconds, should I say. And you said varying times to find a match. It's not too bad. On average, it's about a minute, so normal time. And nobody talks about this mode. Nobody. It's definitely very oversighted. Overlooked. It's not many people talk about it, and it's a great mode. I think more people should play it. The only people I'll see playing it are the mid-20s, low levels, that kind of thing. Lots of people just trying it out for their first time. It's a combination of Clash and Control on the big map. So here we've got Sky Shark on this gameplay footage. But there's also Bastion, the one on Mars, and it's the beta maps really, and First Light, the one on the moon that everybody loved and was sad when it went away. It didn't go away, it just moved house. It moved from Control and Clash to Control and Clash in one playlist, Combined Arms. So that's where First Light went. Everybody loved that map. Apart from me, I didn't. I do now. I hated it originally. Look at the stats, it's like 1 KD. But no, they're all fantastic maps, really well made. And the great thing about them is there isn't any tryhards. There isn't any final round spears, there's no thorns, there's no blink shotguns. I say no, there is. There's plenty of people using Blink. I'm using Blink in this video right now, and that's just to go for jump snipes. Normally I'd use Gunslinger. Thorns, I ran into a couple of thorns on the weekends of playing. Nothing that really I got annoyed at. You know, it's not like an overused. It's like 1 every 3 matches you see a thorn, and it may not always be on the enemy team. It might be on your team. It might be you who's using it. Who knows? But they're really rare, and as are Blink shotguns. I didn't see a single Blink shotgun in the weekend of playing. I have seen Blink shotguns, but that's like 1 every 20 matches, and recently I didn't see it being used. And it's not just a sniper fest. You can go around with the scout rifle just fine. You can go around with an auto rifle just fine. The ranges dictate that. Oh yeah, I missed out final round spears. I've met one final round spear. 1 in my entirety of playing Combined Arms. Not every match there's at least 1 in Trials of Osiris. It's not every 3 matches in Control, and it's not every 3 or 4 matches Control Skirmish, and it's not every 3 and 4 matches for the Control and Clash playlists. They're not common at all, so there are very little things to get annoyed at when you die. The only thing that makes it a little bit angry when I die is a Galahorn or a Truth, and again they're not overly common. You don't always die by them because there's no introduction on heavy, but I'll get onto that later. So the great thing about the maps in Combined Arms is the ranges. You know, you've got buildings like this where you can just use a shotgun. You can stay in these buildings and you can drop 15, 20, 25 kills if you stick to the buildings. Each map will really have 2 sides. This one's a straight split down the middle. You got the buildings where the control sites are, which favour, you know, shotguns, auto rifles. And then you've got the plains, which will favour scout rifles and snipers. And depending on which weapon you decide to use, depends on where you'll go. Seeing this, I very rarely go out to the B site, but I'll go to the plains occasionally. Mainly sticking on the central building. This is the power position. Allows you to see the entire map, see several vehicles and stuff. And again, that allows you to use any type of weapon. I could easily use a shotgun on this map. There are plenty of mid-ranges for my fusion rifle. And there are plenty of long ranges for my sniper. And as somebody who primarily uses a sniper, I'll use that. But you know, as I say, you don't have to worry about using the top tier weapons. Nobody uses the Thorn. I didn't say a single last word. A couple of my friends were using it, but There definitely aren't many last words or thorns, so you can use pretty much any primary you want. You can use a Evolved Stuff to do well. You can use a No Land Beyond that actually suits really well for these maps. I definitely recommend give it a go. If you want to use a No Land Beyond for whatever reason, if you just want to get good with it, you just want to use it because it's fun. It's a brilliant map for it, you know, that range I just killed that guy there, the scout rifle. That's pretty much a common range for these maps, and that is perfect range for No Land Beyond. The zoom on it is perfect for that range, so I definitely recommend giving No Land Beyond a shot. And yeah, that's pretty much that for range. You play the map. If there is somebody annoying you, if somebody is using a thorn on a blink shotgun, stay away from it. Someone using a thorn or blink shotgun will stick to a certain part of the map. You can go beyond that. It's very big maps. If there's somebody sticking to a certain part of the map who's playing really annoyingly, you have another 75% of the map to play with without running into that person. I can pick out a person, learn where he's going, and avoid him. It's very easy to avoid people, just because of the size of the maps, just because of the freedom. The maps, as I say, are very well made. They quite even. I will say the upper spawn on Bastion is superior. First Light. First Light is just First Light, the most random map. Definitely don't see a bias in the spawns there. I don't mind spawning it either. And again, same with Skywatch here. I don't mind which spawn, because they're both the same distance to this central building, so yeah, they're very even maps, not one-sided. Shores of Time. Blind Watch. And again, with this huge size of these maps and the way you play them, you know, as I say, mainly scout rifles, but any weapon type works, as I'll say repeatedly. These maps have a big Halo feel to them. Valhalla, the giant map on Halo, renamed Ragnarok for Halo 4. It was also in Halo 2 as well. I can't remember the name in Halo 2. Might have stayed as Valhalla in Halo 3. The big one, the two bases, one at either side, one by the cliffs, one by the water. Fairly flat. The big bases had boosts which shot you into the center of the map. Giant map. Skywatch feels like that one. Also, the two-shot kill there with the golden gun. Love it. But anyway, yeah. Skywatch is... Well, all of them have that Halo feel just because of the size of them, just because of the weapons used, and because of the vehicles. The vehicles. Each map will have a pike by the spawn. It'll also have between 1 and 3 pike spawns throughout the map. I think Skywatch here only has 1. Bastion has a couple, might only be 2, and First Light I'm pretty sure has... I don't know. But it's between 1 and 3 for each of the 3 maps. For turrets, there's 2 on Skywatch, 1 on either side of the central building. There's 2 on Bastion, 1 by each spawn. And there's 3 on First Light. First Light's kind of a triangle. There's 1 at each point in the triangle. And then Interceptor, which there's 1 every map. They have a spawn timer similar to heavy ammo. It actually drops around the same time as the first heavy ammo. The first Interceptor will appear at the same time as the first heavy ammo. So when he says Interceptor inbound, that's your call, heavy ammo inbound, because you may notice just there was never a warning for heavy ammo inbound. It just appeared. Heavy ammo available. So you rarely get clusters of people towards the heavy ammo. So the supers, you rarely get 5 or 6 kills with a super. It'll be 1 to 3 at best. You know, you might get lucky and get 4 with a golden gun. Might be. So yeah, you rarely get cleaned up by supers, and you rarely go on death sprees by heavies and supers. That's definitely a rarity. Yeah, back to the vehicles. Yeah, you can counter vehicles with a super. Yeah, you can counter vehicles with the common heavy ammo with 3 heavy ammo drops on the map instead of 2. 1 each spawn, 1 in the center, usually. And yeah, so there is... the vehicles can be countered by snipers and all that, but it's fine. you can still go on sprees on a vehicle. The interceptor can easily pick up 2,000, 3,000 points. A pike could easily pick about 1,000, and a turret, well, a turret's just there to be annoying to people. And yeah, to counter a turret, snipe it twice, and the glass is gone, then snipe it again, and the player's dead. That's how to counter a turret. Counter the other two vehicles, just shoot them out the cockpit. Or use high explosives for any of them. That works. As to Arcblade. Arcblade's very effective on vehicles, actually. But then, yeah, that's only supers and heavies, and potentially sniper rifles if the user's good enough. Vehicles are perfectly capable of going on rampages. Hell, look at the Sparrow. It's the maps to pick up the Never Speak of This medal, which I think is amazing. I ran into one person. All he did was go around on a Sparrow. That's all he did. He got about 7 or 8 kills. The Sparrow alone. Which is just fantastic. So yeah, the game's wrapping up here. I hope you're enjoying this gameplay, and I hope you try out Combined Arms. It's a fantastic mode. De-rust those old guns. I de-rusted my Shadow Price for this mode. I used the Unwilling Soul, used this Scout Rifle. You rarely get to use Scout Rifles in Crucible. Also, that kill after the point showing there on the Hunter. Burns. Love them. So yeah, it's just a great place to use whatever. It doesn't matter what weapons you use, you can still do well with them. I dropped 40 kills using the Unwilling Soul as my primary. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that is Combined Arms. Just a quick little video, I say quick, over 10 minutes. Yep, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.